Right, well, this morning I'm out about half hour or so before light. I've had a little drive around already, and just sort of peeking into the fields and that with the thermal, see if there's anything much about, but I haven't seen anything as yet. Anyway, plan for today is I'm after a roe or a fallow doe or a small pricket or something. I don't think too big. I don't want a big old fallow buck because the tracks are and all the fields and that are very wet and muddy. We've had a lot of rain recently, so I don't want to be dragging a big old fallow buck through thick mud or anything like that. So I want something small enough that I can just put on my shoulder and carry out. So yeah, plan for the morning is just to have a look through the wood in front of me. I've just parked up on the farm now. I'm gonna have a look through the wood in front of me here, stalk in with the wind in my face, have a little look and see what's in there, have a walk around the thermal, and hopefully if there's any deer in there, be able to spot them and then wait until it's light enough and get a shot. Also, if there's any foxes about, lambing's just around the corner, so if I get an opportunity at a fox, I'll take that as well. But yeah, primarily we're after a deer this morning. So I'm making my way down to the wood here, but I thought before I actually got down to the wood I'd just check the fields around just in case they were out grazing. At the moment I haven't seen anything, which is just typical. When you're after a deer, they never seem to be around, but when you don't want one or you're not out after one, they seem to be everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna walk down to the end of the wood, push it back up and have a look. There's one more field just here. I'm just going to quickly check that and then yeah, then head down to the wood. Okay, so I've got two deer up the top of this field, this next field. They're about 500 yards away. But I've got probably half an hour before it gets light, 20 minutes, something like that. It's going to get light pretty quick. But yeah, I'm going to walk up and have a look and assess it, because I don't know what they are yet. They might be a big fallow bucks for all I know. I can't really see from this distance. I doubt it. I think, well, it looks like they're probably a couple of roe. But yeah, I'm going to get up there and just have a look and see if I can get a safe shot, because that's right up on the boundary where they are. But depending on how far down the field they are, or where they walk to, by the time I've got up there, I might get a chance for a shot. But they're the only deer I've seen so far, so I'm going to walk in and have a look. I've come up to the top of the field where I saw the couple of deer in, but they're not here anymore. But at the bottom of the field on the left, there was two fallow that were out in the next field, and they looked like they'd been there a while. So I don't think it was the same ones that I saw up the top here. So I don't know where these have gone. They may well have just sort of gone through the cover back over the other side of the boundary. But yeah, unless they're bedded down in a ditch there somewhere, but I can't see them. So I think what I'm going to do is going to go back that way. The two deer that I did see, the two fallow, they've sort of headed in the general direction of the bigger bit of wood down there. So I'm going to head down to that, I think. Alright, let's go have a look. Right, so I just thought I would double check and move forward a little bit, because I remembered there was a little bit of a dip in the field, and sure enough there's two deer in that dip. I think they're roe deer, I can just see tops of their backs, but I'm going to walk up to the corner of the field and work my way along the fence line, and hopefully sort of get onto him, wait for it to get light and get a shot. So I'm going to sneak in now and go completely covert and hopefully just get a shot of them when it's light enough. Right, so it's just beginning to get light, but it's still too dark for a shot. But there's a couple of fallow out there. The problem is they're walking away. Well, that was a bit of a game of cat and mouse. So those deer ended up going out across the field and dropped down into the wood. I walked over to the wood hoping that I might get a shot, because the field kind of drops away out of sight on the edge of the wood there, and I was hoping that as I came over the top there they might be stood down in the bottom corner, but they'd obviously gone into the wood. I think they kind of knew I was there, because as I came up I thought there was only two there. That was all I could see in the thermal that were out on the edge of the field, but what I didn't realise was there was another one obviously in the cover there, either laid up or it just came through at a bad time, and that either knew I was there or knew something was there anyway, and I think that spooked the other two a little bit, and they all just cleared off. One of them looked like it was a biggish sort of pricket buck, which went the other way. It's actually headed down for this wood that I keep going on about and haven't as yet been down to. But yeah, I'm going to last ditch attempt, head down to the wood, just have a walk around that and see if there's anything hanging around there. Well, I've stalked all the way along the edge of that wood, peering in, but nothing in there. That surprised me actually, because I thought there might at least have been a row, sort of, you know, just moseying about in that wood, but nope. I think that's going to be it for today, or at least for this morning anyway. It's just started to rain as well, just to make things even more miserable. Oh well, never mind. Home for breakfast. And this is a corner of the farm that I don't often come to, although I have got a high seat down in the bottom corner there next to the wood, and you do get a few deer will come out of that wood up onto this field. There's quite a few tracks running up the edge of the field here. It's also quite good for foxes. Sometimes you can sit in that high seat down there, put the cooler out in the field here, and sometimes you'll pull a fox out of that wood. So I'm going to try that this evening and see what's about. It's a good time of year now actually. Towards the end of the year, foxes are sort of moving around, crossing territories and stuff, and they're starting to sort of get into the swing of pairing up. So yeah, hopefully we might see one or two moving around and get lucky this evening. So already we've got a roe deer that's come out in the far field over there, in the next field. But I've only got the 223 with me anyway today, so it's foxes only. You can hear the blackbirds and that are kicking off in the wood. I expect the camera will pick that up. So there could be a fox in there that's disturbing them. Keep my eyes peeled. So I've got the Notpix H50 set on the 223 at the moment. This is a new thermal scope that I've been trying out. Very impressed with it so far. Very nice scope, very sharp. Hopefully we'll be able to get a fox on film so you can see just how good it is. So there's 4 deer out there now. 2 of them are definitely roe. I'm not sure about the other 2. They look a bit bigger, so they may be a couple of fallow out there as well. But again, they're all in that next field. Right, it's got fairly dark now, so I'm going to set the cooler going and see if I can pull something from this wood here. That's where they usually come from, out of this corner. So I'm going to use probably Pheasant Distress. It's one of my favourite ones. I find that works quite well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my rifle up, get up on here, and as soon as I've started this cooler going, I'm just going to be ready, because sometimes they'll just come bounding straight out to it. And also, I don't want to make too much movement getting onto a fox if it comes out to the field, because it might spot me. So I'm going to get the rifle ready. Right, let's fire it up. Sit and wait a bit longer, and then I'll give it another go. Well, that fox, I just saw him walking around just the edge of the wood, just probably, well, it's just along from the high set here, probably not more than 15-20 metres from me. And he came out and headed out into the field, so he'd obviously heard the caller and decided he was going to wander out and have a look. Now, I'd stopped the caller a couple of minutes earlier, but he'd obviously come into it and then just investigated out to like the source of the sound. And he come in there. He's laying just out here. He was literally, what is he? 32 metres away, so very, very close. I had to be very, very quiet. Unfortunately, I already had the rifle sort of like up on here ready, and yeah, so success. And I was just about to like call it an evening because it is getting pretty cold. Let's go and have a look. Certainly is one lump of a fox. There's a big dog fox out, lovely coat on him. Yeah, that is a good sized fox. Well, one less on this farm then. Right, well, we didn't have an awful lot of luck this morning on the deer, but I'm going to pop out again this evening, have a look for a fox. Going to have a quick change around the scopes. Still got the day scope on there at the minute on 243, and I'm going to stick the Knockpix H50 that I used on the 223 the other evening. I'm going to put that on there. I've already zeroed it on a different profile, so it's just a case of chopping it over. So I'm using the Sports Match quick release mounts, which makes it a doddle just to swap these scopes over without any loss of zero. Quick as that. Right, let's head out and have a look. Right, so this little farm, well, it's not a farm, well, it kind of is a farm, but it's a back of a farm that backs on some houses, and I've shot here before. I think I've done some videos here before, but it's sort of an ongoing problem. There's row houses behind me here, and they've got chickens in 2 or 3 of the houses, and foxes are always coming down off this field and taking chickens. Now at the back here we've just got a couple of maize stubble fields, and beyond that is a hedge, and then it goes up onto a steep bank, and you sometimes get foxes to and fro on the bank or across this stubble field in front of me here. In fact, they're normally on the stubble field because they sort of come down, they mouse around all amongst the stubble. So I've not shot this for, well, pretty much all of this year, partly because the maize was really tall throughout the growing season. It's been cut for a while, but I've just been busy doing 101 other things, never had a chance to get down. But yeah, we're hang around here. There's not really much walking about to do. I can see pretty much everything from where I am now, so I'm just going to stay put and see if anything wanders out. So I just had a little squeak a minute ago, and I've got a fox come out the cover up the top of this bank, but where he is at the minute there's a house sort of just, well, pretty much behind him, so I'm going to have to just wait around and hope that he moves across the bank for a shot. He keeps going behind the tree. There's just a very small gap in the tree. I need him to come out right in the middle for a shot. Here we go. straight over. Right result, excellent. So that, folks, he was about 165 metres, so not too bad a shot for the sticks, but anyway, yeah, wiped him lovely, so we'll wander up and have a look. There we go, there's our fox. Big old dog fox. What a cracker. Well, I think that's going to be it for this evening. I'm not seeing anything else around, but this full moon's not really helping an awful lot. It's lighting the whole field up, so that means I've got to sort of stay in one place, and it's a bit nippy this evening as well, so I don't really stand around much longer, so I'm going to call it a night. But I hope you've enjoyed the episode anyway. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, please do subscribe.